good morning. How are you doing today? Whew. This energy, this, I don't know, whatever we want to call it, it's going on. Holy cow, it's pushing like you would not believe. Birth pangs, whatever you want to call it. Yesterday was intense. It was like a lot of contractions, I guess. I've had 3 children, so I've watched the woman's process. Contractions are exactly that, just squeezing the hell out of things to make change. So I entitled this video, Creating a New Reality. And some people may not even know what a new reality is. And I guess partly we want to kind of figure out what's in the current reality that's not working out for us and kind of make choice from there. So it's like, okay, yeah, this reality's not working, or this is intense and it's hard and all that kind of stuff, or kind of we're in the birth pangs of it here. So what do you want in that new reality? I know from my perspective, massive amounts of control and other stuff are going on, and it's hard to watch, it's hard to witness, it's hard to be in a place where everybody wants to set a new rule, a new law, and really crunch you down on exactly how you need to do things, and it's only their way, or else you're going to get a ticket or a fine or whatever. And then the people that seem to think they have all the control or whatever, they're the ones that are kind of smashing everything and making it impossible for growth to happen, for new experiences, new expansion of possibility. So what do you want in your new reality? I want to be able to have, I picture, I might lose you, I'm going under a tunnel here, but I picture a new world where money just flows, light and fun and airy and playful. I picture a world where we no longer have to have laws. We have smaller communities with elders and communities that work out their stuff together. You don't send someone to prison because they had trauma from their childhood and that trauma propagated on another person. You remediate those things within the community. And addressing trauma early on, have people that can see the trauma happening and have the ability to step in and make change and call people out that are maybe traumatizing their children or abusing them or whatever, and have the community handle those things instead of this sterile kind of justice system that really has shown that it doesn't remediate people, it doesn't help them or heal them, it just basically imprisons them and makes them so that they can't even do their work, or you put them in with the worst of the worst and it just hardens them even more. Communities where once again our elders, our parents, etc., don't get sentenced to a old folks home. They stay in our family, and if you don't have the ability to care for them or whatever, the community steps in and we look after each other. And who's better to help spread the burden or the load? Like if somebody's sick or they're less transient, who better than the people that they grew up with, or they may be mothered as a second mother or father. So to have those things dealt with in the community. Childcare, have that dealt with in the community. Don't take it to some sterile place where you don't know the people and you have to do work, or you have to go to some place on a trip or whatever. make a community that supports all our children, and we know our children are safe and protected by people we love. Making it so people have spare time and are in their passion, in their art, in whatever they love. Having children, instead of having to go into a classroom and comply and meet governmentally mandated requirements, have them learn in nature. Okay, let's build a tree house. Let's work on a car. Let's build a fountain or do landscaping in the community. And all of a sudden they have these new skills and they know how stuff works and maybe what the plants are, so that they learn it as they're growing, as they're experiencing, and not putting them and forcing them to be stuck. And we have all these problems in our school systems apparently with ADHD and all this kind of stuff. Well, these are the children. I honestly believe I'm ADHD. I believe in doing 6 things at once. Most people, that would make them crazy. But as light workers, our brains work differently, and children nowadays can't be stuck in a chair, can't comply, can't be small. They want to grow and move and get the energy out, and it should be healthy. Do it in a nature place or in the forest, or you do different things. You go and what do you call that, where you sit in a job or you help out a company or something, and you learn a skill for that week. And everybody's got these skills when they come out of school, and they've tried everything. And like right now, you come out of university or come out of school and you're forced to go to university and find a job and pick something that you love and whatever, but you've never had a chance to even do that thing. So what do you want in your reality? How do you create it? Well, you got to state it first. You got to say, oh, wouldn't this be amazing if we had this opportunity to do this? Wouldn't it be amazing if I tried this and said, oh, I don't like working in nature. I don't like dirt under my fingernails. I don't like all this craziness. Well, you got that decided before you even got into the school system, before you paid any money for schooling and all this kind of stuff. You moved through it and you said, okay, yeah, that fits, or that's my passion. And then the other thing is surround yourself with other people that are in their passion of it. Don't go and do a job that's half-assed. I know I was talking to my son yesterday, and he says, I will not do a job that I have to do half-assed, or I have to hold back, or whatever. He says, I give my all, and that's great. And that's passion for things. And he's doing a landscaping job. It's not an easy kind of make big money job. No, it's dirt and stuff under your fingernails and messy and carrying heavy loads and out in the sun and the heat and all that kind of stuff. But I love that he's going out and doing it. He picked a job that was hard. Could have worked for his mom, which was like an office job, working in a Kumon center, but he chose different. So what's your new reality? What's the thing that lights you up? What's the thing that you like to share with other people? Share with your kids, share with other people's kids. Once we get to that point where we're starting to make conscious choices and say, hey, this isn't working. Hey, this system is too controlling. Hey, blah, 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 blah. Then we're molding and shaping. You're like take a lathe and you take a square piece of wood and you start spinning it around and you put the little, chisel, and you grind off some of it, and eventually it's this beautiful table leg or a baseball bat or something that's very useful to society. And how do you do that? How do you bring that into our reality? How do we start to bring these things where we're creating, where we don't have to be at odds with the earth or whatever? These are the things that are growing in you as a light worker. These are the things that you've come here to anchor in and to give to other people and to share with the world and to share and create a new reality. So what do you want to see change? Start talking about it. Bring it up. Have other people talk with you about it. And then you form it, and you it's just like that piece of wood I was talking about. You grind it down with the chisels and you put all these different shapes and different thoughts, and then you find an efficient way or an elegant way this is the new wave that we're talking about. This is the new reality. This is shaping and forming new reality. And we need to. That's what we came here for, is to build something new. So anyways, it's really deep in my mind. I see a lot of things that I'm not happy with right now and don't seem to gel for me, or are forced because the system has demanded it be a certain way. And I really, really, really think it's time to build new ways, to be that leader in that area, to step in, give your gift to reality and to people around you by expressing yourself and by bringing it forward. And once it's in your reality, then it makes it a possibility to be in other people's reality. And then next thing you know, you're doing what you love and you're able to pay people to do what they love and come do it with you. And that's where the magic happens. That's where like businesses and other stuff start to form, and really beautiful products come out and beautiful things happen. So what's constraining you, what's constricting you, and what would be a new way of doing that? And we're going to see a lot of really beautiful change out of that. So anyways, just sit with that as a seed and see what happens. I love you all. I wish you a good day, and thank you for listening.